Good morning, students. Today we are going to start the last video of this chapter, part 8. The chapter Print Culture and the Modern World. I think that you watched all the previous videos very carefully and understood all the topics, right? Today we'll start print and censorship. This is the last topic of this chapter. So before starting this topic, we should know the meaning of censorship. What is censorship? Censorship is the suppression of speech, public communication and other kinds of informations that is considered harmful, sensitive and objectionable. This censorship can be used by government, by other authorities, private authorities, institutions like that. So, if we see the definition of censorship, we can conclude that these are the preventive measures on any kinds of informations and the communications. If we start from late 18th century, the colonial state under the British Company was not too concerned about censorship, but strangely its early measures were to control printed matter were directed against Englishmen in India. It means the censorship was used only over Englishmen, those who used to criticize the British government, British officials in India. Because the British company, the government was very worried about that these critics can be used in England against their monopoly right in India regarding their trade. So in the beginning, the first point you have to remember, dear students, that early measures by the company were against the Englishmen, those who used to criticize the British colonial officials. Second thing, by 1820s, Supreme Court of Calcutta passed some rules and regulations to control press freedom or some kinds of other freedoms of speech and printing something and editing something. But against this measure, some editors from English newspapers and vernacular newspapers. In the previous video we discussed about vernacular newspapers. Vernacular newspapers were the local newspapers which were published in the local languages, the regional languages. So the editors of English newspapers as well as vernacular newspapers filed some petitions in the court against this decision. Finally, court ordered, and in 1835, Governor General William Bentinck agreed to revise the rules about press freedom. And Thomas Macaulay, he was the liberal official from Britain, he formulated and restored earlier freedoms, formulated some rules and regulations to provide freedom to the press and restored the earlier freedoms for press. After that, 1857, this was the year which is very famous for 1857 revolution in India against the British colonial government. So after this revolution in 1857, the company government was changed into British government, and now the British government was very preventive regarding the freedom of press. It means it started to control the native press. What do you understand by native press? Native press was where the local languages or regional languages newspapers were printed, also known as vernacular newspapers. Clear? So to control these native presses, the British government passed an act which is known as Vernacular Press Act. What is the name? Vernacular Press Act 1878. This act was passed and it was was based on the model of Irish Press Act. Modeled on Irish Press Act. So Vernacular Press Act was passed in 1878. According to this act, it means this act provided the government with extensive powers to prevent the news, right, to censor the editorials and other informations of the vernacular newspapers or regional newspapers. First, if any newspaper printed something against the British government, so firstly it was warned, but after that again if this newspaper printed like this against the British government, then it was confiscated. So it was very hard and cruel rule for vernacular press. So this was about Vernacular Printing Press Act 1878. Now we'll see the main impact of this Vernacular Press Act. Let's see. So what happened after Vernacular Press Act 1878? When it was passed, the Indian nationalists, those who were against the British government and its activities, were completely opposed. Clear? And nationalist newspapers grew in numbers, due to which people came to know about the wrong policies of the British, and they also got the knowledge about the nationalist activities, and after that the people were involved in the protest against the British government. So this was the main impact of 1878 Vernacular Press Act, that against the British government the movements were raised. The number of movements increased after this act. So in this way we can say that there was very important role of Vernacular Press Act 1878, although it was against the British, although it was against the Indians, but it played important role in the development of national movement in India. So after that, one more example we are taking, Bal Gangadhar Tilak expressed against the government policies, especially in 1907 when some revolutionaries were arrested and they were shipped to the Kala Pani, that is known as Andaman Nicobar. There was a prison at that time, Port Blair prison. They were carried to Andaman Nicobar, then in wrong manners, right? They were kept in the ships. So Bal Gangadhar Tilak, in his paper Kesari, he expressed sympathy for the revolutionaries, that the government is carrying them in the wrong manners. So after that, Bal Gangadhar Tilak was tried, and in 1908 he was provided with 1 year imprisonment. Clear? It means he was kept in the jail for 1 year. So this was the measures after Vernacular Press Act, the development of national activities and the opposition from Indians of the British government. So now this was the topic, and let's discuss about new words of this chapter, rest of the topics, and the figures, important figures.
Dear students, from this topic we will start the new words and the figures of the rest of the chapter. Let's start first. Denominations. It is subgroup within a religion, right? In any religion, for example, in Islam religion. In Islam, Shia and Sunni. Shia and Sunni are the subgroups, are known as denominations. Next is almanac. Almanac is one kind of calendar. Almanac, annual publication giving astronomical data, information about the movements of the sun and moon, timing of full tides and eclipses, and much else that was importance in the everyday life of people are known as almanacs. And in the previous video we discussed about almanacs and calendars were published at that time in Europe. After that, chapbook. Chapbook was very cheap and famous in England, printed on poor quality paper. Chapbook, also known as penny chapbooks. a term used to describe pocket-sized books. These were the pocket-sized books that are sold by traveling peddlers called chapmen. Those people who used to sell them in the streets were known as chapmen. These became popular from the time of 16th century, from 16th century print revolution. Come to the next. This is the box. London publisher James Leckington. He wrote in his diary that the sale of books in general has increased prodigiously within the last 20 years. The poorer sort of farmers and even the poor country people, country means villages people, right? Rural people in general, who before that period spent their winter evenings in relating stories of witches, ghosts and hobgoblins, now shorten the winter night by nearing their sons and daughters, read them tales, romances, etc. So in this way you can see here that the explanation by London publisher James Leckington, how the stories were recited there, how the people used to listen. So in 1791, right, during the print development of print. Next is, this is the source B, how Mercer describes the impact of printed world, and the power of reading is one of his book. This is quoted by Robert Drenton, the forbidden bestsellers of pre-revolutionary France 1995, and it was extracted from Mercer's description. And he explained here that how print and written matter used to change the world. Clear? So this is the showing value of printing. Despotism. Despotism is a system of governance in which absolute power is exercised by an individual, unregulated by legal and constitutional checks. This is despotism, means when one person is completely free to rule and there is no restriction on the person, and the person can rule in his or her own ways, is known as despotism. Now we can see in figure 11 the nobility and common people before the French Revolution. You know that in French society in 18th century, the society was divided into three estates, right? Clergy, nobility and common people. So there was big difference between the first two estates and the third estates. In France, or in the French society of 18th century, first and second estates had all kinds of rights. You can see in this picture, they were enjoying the life. But the common people were struggling their life. The cartoon shows how the ordinary people, peasants, artisans and workers had hard time while the nobility enjoyed life and oppressed them. So in this way, by showing these cartoons, different kinds of editors and publishers spread the awareness among the people. Why do some historians think that print culture created the basis for the French Revolution? It's a very simple thing, that due to print culture in France, the awareness spread among the people, and in this way they went against the kingship and first and second estates, led to French Revolution. This is figure 12, frontispieces of Penny magazine. Penny magazine was published during this time 1832 to 35, right? And in England by the Society for Diffusion of Useful Knowledge. It was aimed primarily at the working class. Next one is Thomas Wood, Yorkshire mechanic, narrated. He explained that he would rent old newspapers and read them by firelight in the evenings as he could not afford candles. Means through the explanation by Thomas Wood, we can come to know that how poor people could read the newspapers and other material. Autobiographies of poor people narrated their struggles to read against grim obstacles. The 20th century Russian revolutionary author Maxim Gorky's My Childhood and My University provide glimpses of such struggle. You have to remember, dear students, that who wrote My Childhood and My University? Maxim Gorky from Russia. Next one is this one, Figure 13, advertisements at a railway station in England. This is lithograph printing by Alfred Konkanen, 1874. Next one, this is very important question, can be found from here. Pages from Gita Govinda of Jayadeva. Who wrote Gita Govinda? Written by Jayadeva in 18th century. Handwritten manuscript. This is the page from Diwan of Hafiz. These are the pages from Diwan of Hafiz, 1824. Hafiz, who was Hafiz? Hafiz was 14th century poet whose collected works are known as Diwan. Right? You have to notice the beautiful calligraphy and the elaborate illusion and design. So manuscripts like this continued to be produced for the rich people even after the coming of the letter presses. So these were continued. Pages from Rigveda, you can see the writing Rigveda. Handwritten manuscripts continued to be produced in India till much after the coming of print. This manuscript was produced in the 18th century in Malayalam script. Next one is, this is about William Boltz affixed a notice on a public building in Calcutta as late as 1768. You can read here how Boltz explained. And next, this is the new word ulama. We discussed in the previous videos, ulamas are legal scholars of Islam and the Sharia. What is Sharia? Sharia is a body of Islamic law. Clear? Fatwa. This is one kind of document, a legal pronouncement on Islamic law, usually given by a mufti. Who was mufti? Legal scholar of Islam, to clarify issues on which the law is uncertain. Next one is, why newspapers? Krishnaji Trimbak Ranade from Maharashtra, from Pune, inhabitant of Pune, intends to publish a newspaper in Marathi language. In which language? Marathi language. Krishnaji Trimbak Ranade, with a view of forwarding useful information on every topic of local interest. Clear? So this was one example. Another is Bombay Telegraph and Courier, 6 January 1849. The task of native newspaper. This was from Bombay Telegraph, and this one is from Native Opinion, 3 April 1870. New forms of publication. This is the figure prepared by Raja Ravi Verma, and this was the story of Raja Rituraj rescuing Princess Madlasa from captivity of demons. This was printed by Ravi Verma, Raja Ravi Verma. This one is about cover page of Indian Charivari. Indian Charivari, you can see this in this picture. The Indian Charivari was one of the many journals of caricatures and satire published in late 19th century. Clear? Next one is, this is the model produced Indian versions of it. Source: Begum Rokeya Sekhawat Hussain was Muslim reformer lady in 1926. Noted educationist and literary figure, strongly condemned, means criticized, condemned means criticized, men for withholding education from women in the name of religion, and she addressed the Bengal Women's Education Conference. Clear? What she said? That the opponents of female education say that women will become unruly. They call themselves Muslims and yet go against the basic tenet of Islam, which gives women an equal right to education. It means Begum Rokeya Sekhawat Hussain was in favor of women education, and specially she worked for the upliftment of Muslim women. Figure 19, Ghor Kali, the end of the world, colored woodcut. This was the colored woodcut, late 19th century. This is the figure. Figure 20, also one kind of woodcut, an Indian couple, black and white woodcut. Clear? Indian couple, you can see in this picture. Next one is also a European couple sitting on chairs, 19th century woodcut. So these kinds of woodcut also were the examples of printed matter. Print and the poor people. This is the photo of Lakshmi Nath Bezbura, 1868 born and 1938 death. He was a doyen of modern Assamese literature. Burhi Air Sadhu means Grandma's Tales is among his notable works. He penned the popular song of Assam, O More Apunar Desh, means O my beloved land. Print and censorship. Box number 4. Sometimes the government found it hard to find candidates for editorship for loyalist papers when Sanders, editor of Statesman, that had been founded in 1877, was approached. He asked rudely how much he would be paid for suffering the loss of freedom. The Friend of India refused a government subsidy, fearing that this would force it to be obedient to government commands. Means these newspapers were opposing the censorship, right, imposed by the British. The power of the printed word is most often seen in the way governments seek to regulate and suppress print. The colonial government kept continuous track of all books and newspapers published in India and passed numerous laws to control the press. We took the example of 1878 Vernacular Press Act. It was modeled on the Irish press laws. So here is an example. 22 newspapers had to be furnished securities. Of these, 18 shut down rather than comply with government orders. The Sedition Committee report under Rowlett in 1919 further strengthened controls that led to imposition of penalties on various newspapers. So in this way, the British government tried to control the press in India. In August 1942, about 90 newspapers were suppressed. These are the examples of suppression by the British. Here, the idea of Gandhiji. Gandhiji said that liberty of speech, liberty of the press, and freedom of association. The government of India is now seeking to crush the three powerful vehicles of expressing and cultivating public opinion. Means, for the formation of public opinion, according to Mahatma Gandhi, liberty of speech very necessary, liberty of the press also necessary, and freedom of association. All these freedoms means Swaraj. According to Mahatma Gandhi, you can get Swaraj only when you are free to speak, right? When you have the free press and when you have the right to be associated. Clear? The fight for Swaraj, for Khilafat, means a fight for this threatened freedom before all else. So dear students, these were the new words and figures from the chapter. I hope that you understood. If you don't understand, tell me by writing in comment box. Again, I'll tell you. So this is the completion of the chapter. Thank you. Have a nice day.